So what was that about gaping?
Gaping assholes is the intro to this podcast. And welcome to episode 162 of Ignore the Backlog podcast. My name is the real Portz and Evil Space Bunny's over there. How you doing, buddy?
I'm here. I'm doing.
Oh, that's good.
Did you watch Dave Chappelle introduce Elon Musk and then proceed to get booed off stage?
No, I did not.
It gave me so much life.
How do you not see something like that coming? You know?
I don't know. He's not a smart man.
Does he think that everyone loves him?
I don't. I think so.
He can't. He's too active on Twitter to think that.
I think maybe he's so far up his own ass that he doesn't realize that other people cannot stand him, and if they don't like him, it's because they have a liberal agenda, according to him.
Oh, interesting.
San Francisco. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you saw his bedside table, right? He's just down in diet caffeine-free Coke.
Oh, caffeine-free? What is wrong with him? Diet Coke is like one of my favorite things, but caffeine-free?
Yeah, but caffeine-free, what are you drinking it for? What are you doing?
Who are you? What is wrong with you?
It's pretty weird, yeah.
He's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Literally.
Crazy.
Yeah, literally. Anyway,
crazy rich, you fucking hater.
Although Twitter is bleeding money, and he's probably gonna have to start using money from his.
It's
other
always
business.
been bleeding money. It's fine, whatever. Businesses do that. And look at Amazon, look at Netflix. They're all just bleeding money. It doesn't matter. It's fake.
But they have other things that print them money. Like Amazon has Amazon.
Amazon does. Netflix does not.
No, Netflix does not, and Netflix is kind of.
They're trying, kind of. They're half-assedly trying.
Yeah.
Gaming.
Half. I think everybody.
Maybe gamers will subscribe. They love subscriptions.
We love subscriptions. We just love throwing our money into things every single month. It's our favorite.
Yeah. Honestly, the subscription stuff is getting a little crazy. Everyone has a Patreon. And fucking subscriptions they're nuts.
Yeah, they're out of control. I'm not gonna even.
We at Ignore the Backlog don't believe in them yet.
Yeah, we don't believe in them yet. So you should probably.
Keyword is yet. So get in on the ground floor of not paying for this shit.
Instead, you know what you could do is you can share us with your friends, and we would appreciate that.
Sharing is
whole
free.
Lot more.
Caring even less.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Shit. What happened this week? What any big releases or fun times had?
Yes, actually. So, two games that I've been wanting to play came out this week, and I played both of them. Choo Charles being the first.
Mm-hmm.
I've been waiting for Choo Charles ever since the concept art showed up maybe a year and a half ago, and it's all being done by this very indie dev. And I played through one of his other free games.
What is that? Is that kind of a subtle insult? This is very indie dev.
I don't know how else to explain. He's a solo dev. I guess just that.
Okay. Okay. All right.
And he only has a handful of games out there, and they're all incredibly short. And Choo Charles is pretty short. I'm not going to deny it.
Yeah.
And I think that's why a lot of people were upset over this. It was.
Does it cost a lot of money?
It's $20.
Oh, okay. All right.
For 3.5 hours.
Yeah. All right.
But it is a gimmick. And I think that's kind of what it is. I mean, it's to each their own, and everybody's going to value their thing. I mean, it's a train that's a spider.
Yeah, I see. So it's resting on one thing.
Yeah.
If you like that thing, you buy the game. If you don't like that thing, you don't.
Yeah, exactly. There's a few side quests. And the dev slowly added a bunch of stuff towards the end. He added a couple more quests that are just random throughout the game that gives you more scrap. There's new weapons and stuff in there, as well as all the voice acting. The voice acting was all last minute. Like, none of the people's faces move, and everybody's like, oh, how is she talking? Her mouth isn't moving. It's like, yeah, it's because that wasn't originally part of the design.
Choo Choo Charles, developer, good on you for just putting it. Just slap it in there. Please, anyone, if you've got any sort of indie game, just slap it in there. I don't give a shit.
It's
Even
really
have it
fluffy.
optionally turned off if you want. Like, so that morons who type, well, their mouth isn't even moving, can just fucking read, okay?
Yeah. And, yeah, it doesn't bother me. That's not a big deal. It's really funny that people brought it up in this fucking little tiny game, but they didn't complain about it in Elden Ring. Because in Elden Ring, nobody's mouth fucking moves.
It's because they're all telepathic, though.
Is that how it works?
Oh, you haven't understood the lore.
I guess I don't understand the lore.
You haven't read.
Okay.
You haven't read the ring that's in a secret part of the map that's hidden.
Yeah.
And you have to have a specific item before you get there, and then you try to read the item inscription, but you can't do that unless you shine a black light at your screen, and then you can read the lore.
And then you got to
hit
this one wall.
The story of that game, the narrative, by the way,
Yeah.
the award-nominated story.
Narrative.
So.
Yeah, the award-nominated narrative. Yeah, yes. Exactly. But yeah, it's a gimmicky game. You basically have a train and you fight a spider boss, and that's the whole goal of the game. Is just try to kill Choo Choo Charles, who's terrorizing this island.
Is it fun?
I thought it was great. I had a great time. Me and Chad just laughed, and I drank, and I was in my onesie little thing that I have, and I just had a great time. It was great. I liked it.
What
I didn't have any
onesie
issues with
thing
it.
that you have? What the fuck are you talking about?
Like my Snuggie. I have a Snuggie.
Oh, okay. All right. So you just got cozy.
Yeah, I just got super people cozy, and it was 10 out of 10 experience.
Good.
The other game that came out for me this week was a game that I've also been following for a hot minute. It is a horror simulator walker game called Mirrorforge. And this game took so many twists, had so many turns, that it's like a little overwhelming at times. Basically, you're a dude who's lost his memory. His wife is angry at him. You're trying to save her from some like demon entity force. And you slowly find out that it's an ultra-dimensional being. And there's
it's all a metaphor for her wanting kids and him not.
Well, you do find out that they were having a miracle baby, and then because he was a drunk idiot, they got in a car accident, and she lost the baby. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a whole, like,
oh my God.
I like a lot of the art style in this game. I like the actual, like, crazy, weird, creepy graphics and the weird entities that chase you. There's a lot of good jump scares in this, because goddamn did it get me good. A lot, a few times. There was times where I genuinely, like, screamed.
Wow.
But there's a few issues with it. It is in the Unreal Engine, and we know how the Unreal Engine has been lately.
Really? Do we?
Callisto Protocol is a good example of it. Certain, like, lighting things will just cause my fucking shit to tank. My FPS will tank. I
wouldn't know about any of that.
Yeah, fuck you, Mr. 3090 jacking off to that thing.
TI,
and,
come on, add the TI or you're being disrespectful.
The 3090 Ti, 128 gigabytes of RAM, yada yada yada.
I need every inch of that RAM.
I need more RAM. I need a new computer.
I'm the gamer version of like a guy with a lifted truck. I'm definitely overcompensating.
Yeah, you are. There's a couple of things. Like I said, I like the puzzles. The only thing that I don't like is the fucking platforming. There's platforming every once in a while, and it drives me batty.
Huh. In Mirrorforge?
Yes.
I think I saw you put a box against a fence and jump over it. I assume that's not what you're talking about.
No, there's like certain places where you have to like jump and finagle and get up on top of.
Ew, that game does not look built for that.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's a little rough on the platforming. I think there should have been less platforming. But I ended up at the very end getting soft locked because something didn't set right into their puzzle thing, because I don't know what it is, but I noticed this recently playing a lot of new recent horror games is they'll make you carry around shit so you could drop it in the world. And I have the worst luck with that. I've lost stuff, I've had to restart other games, and now I'm stuck, and I'm going to be forced to restart this game most likely because something got stuck and I can't pick it up anymore. And I try to reset my save, but unfortunately my save, there is no multiple checkpoints. So I am soft locked, and I lost 5 hours, and I have to start it over.
Oh my god.
So I'm really ticked off. That's the only, I was having such a good time. I got over the platforming, I got over some of the jank, but that really made me mauled. I was really mad.
Yeah, that blows.
Yeah.
Have you ever? I know that this is pretty unlikely for this game, but I remember in the Game Facts days where I don't know if it was on their forums or you'd connect with somebody outside of that, and you'd be like, "Hey, I need a save that's around this area for this game because mine got corrupted or whatever," and so people would copy their save and send it to you.
Really?
Yeah, it was sketchy as fuck. Shouldn't have done it probably, but I remember getting stuck on a couple games and having literally Googling to download save files, which is wild.
I'll have to look and see if there's something like that I could do.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, this is pretty indie. I don't know. It was AAA, well known shit I was Googling back then.
Yeah,
but who knows? I mean, the internet's weird now.
Yeah.
All these niche corners.
Yeah,
there's got to be somebody on Reddit that's like, "Oh, I'm right there. Here you go."
Here you go. I'll be so happy. Yeah. So I'm stuck, and I'm a little sad about it, but it is what it is, and I'll just deal with it.
Yeah.
I'll just deal with it. But yeah. That's. I don't think I played too much else. What?
No, not 2 games. That can't be true.
Well, okay. So, in my quiet time, I've been playing Hollow Knight again. I needed a side scroller. I don't know why. And
yeah, you do.
What?
You know why?
What?
Because you have a. Fuck, what is that game called?
A hole, and I'm missing the messenger.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have a messenger-sized hole in your heart, and you're
do.
trying to place anything else in there.
I'm trying so hard to fit something into my messenger hole.
I get it. Oh my god. Yeah, you are.
But yeah.
How's Hollow Knight? Have you played it before?
So I played this a long ass time ago, and I've watched a lot of people beat it, but I personally have never beat it because, this game.
It's the Dark Souls of side scrollers.
It is the Dark Souls of side scrollers, but I don't think it's as hard as I remembered it being.
Oh.
It's very odd. It's a very odd feeling.
Or you've played it before, right?
Well, I haven't gotten as far as I am now.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, if that makes sense. I've never been as far as I am. I always get certain far, and then my biggest problem with it is a little cryptic, like Dark Souls. So I get antsy in the pantsy, and I'm like, I don't want to fucking try to finagle this and stuff, but now I'm actually kind of trying to finagle it. So I'm running around exploring and trying new things and doing new things, and it's been kind of lovely. Maybe it's filling my messenger hole, but it's not. It's not entirely the same.
Yeah, but it's good enough.
It's good enough for now. Yeah, it's definitely good enough for now because it's definitely not as fast paced as the messenger. Because I went back and I played the messenger, and as soon as you have that hook shot, holy fuck, I'm just squealing across the goddamn screen and just mean and just out of control. And but it's not you get a dash in Hollow Knight and it's great, and eventually a wall jump and you're just bumping and grinding and just dash and just jumping around. But it's not nearly as it doesn't feel as fast paced. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just broken.
Yeah.
That's why.
I want to play that game. I want to play Hollow Knight because I've listened to the soundtrack a bunch of times already.
It's beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
But I just don't think I'm going to enjoy playing the game. But I want to give it the old college try, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's not
Like I gave The Messenger. I played The Messenger for like an hour and a half.
Yeah. I mean, it's $15 when it's not on sale, and that's the full price.
I have it already, so.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
maybe try it again.
No, I've never played it. I just know I'm not going to
okay.
like it, so I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I'll change into a different person and then play it.
Let me change my entire personality and then try.
It's happened before. This podcast knows.
Yeah, that's true. You didn't like survival games, and here you are.
Didn't like survival games. Now Grounded is one of the greatest games of all time.
I think you have more hours in Grounded than I do, and
I
more hours in
right?
Valheim.
I mean, we've played every other update of Grounded.
Yeah, I think you and Faye have more than me, probably, for sure. Grounded.
I have 160 hours in it, I think.
All right. Yeah. I think I have maybe.
If there was
50.
more content, we would be playing it. I mean, there is one update we haven't played, but we're going by the rule of 2 because we don't get.
Well, it's fully released now.
No, I know. I know.
Okay.
But that was a like half step upgrade from when we had played it before. So they have the story completed, but the story doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It's all the other shit. The progression.
The progression, the cuteness, the stink bugs.
Speaking of progression.
Okay.
Are you done with your game?
I am absolutely done. Take it away. Oh, I'm at 106.
Oh my god.
I figured it out again today. I looked. I was like, oh, okay.
And that was after Choo Choo Charles?
That was after Choo Choo Charles.
Nice.
I know.
Yeah. We picked games for each other last week.
We did.
Do you remember?
I do remember. I installed it. I didn't have time.
Yeah, I didn't get to your game either.
That's fair.
But I did sort of replace it a bit, all right? Because I think it's a Bunny-approved pick.
Okay. What is it?
I straight up injected Vampire Survivors into my bloodstream over the weekend.
How many hours are you at?
22.
Oh my fucking god, Portz!
I started on Saturday night, by the way.
Oh my god. It's so much fun, right? Numbers go up.
This is pure, unadulterated video game right here. Holy shit.
Number go up.
Yeah. Number go up. Progression unlock. Fucking. Yeah. There's no fat on this video game to be found. All right?
No.
There's no grizzle. You don't have to chop anything off the steak you're eating.
No. It's
all steak.
It's perfect. Yeah, this is why I have almost 300 hours in
I
this
saw
game.
this. You sent it to me just now, but I knew your hour count because I looked at it today. I was like, I remember her having a ridiculous amount of time in this, and I was like, holy fuck. Now I kind of get why.
Yeah, I will play this game while I edit, so I can literally just have it sit there and like, I like to do the no movement as much as possible because that's kind of a fun challenge for me. And so I'll sit there and I'll try to move as little as possible and play through that. There's still a couple achievements that I really need to focus on, but also sometimes I just like have it there and I'll just listen to number go up.
Yeah. I was on a Discord call with 4 people and we were all playing this game, like sharing our screens and talking about how awesome the game is.
Okay, who was
It was
this?
Great. It was Faye and 2 IRL friends.
Okay.
And it was great. Like, Jesus. I can't, like, and one of the things that we were so impressed by is this game could have been done 30 years ago. You know, it's not crazy.
No.
Like, it's very simple, but the way that they did it and all the decisions that went into it, and I think this came from like a pretty long early access or something like that, right?
Yeah,
it was in beta in like last year.
Yes. This officially released in October of 2022, but I think it started the beta early at the beginning of the year, I want to say, or at least
it was December. Yeah, it was December of last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. But yeah, it just took the world by storm, and they kept adding things to it, and they kept adding.
I
things
can't believe
to
how
it.
much is in there. Like,
And
holy shit.
yeah. But I mean, it's a simple game. The graphics are very simple, so for them to
Yes.
add stuff, it's very
easy.
easy. Yeah.
Do it. I want to consume all of it. I hope they do keep adding to it. Cause
Yeah.
God, and honestly, they could charge me another $3 if they want. It's fine. Yeah, fuck. It's amazing. I can't believe how much they put in there. I also really like. There's so many things I like about this game. It's weird because it's so simple, but I can think of so many fucking things I like about the game.
Yeah.
One thing is that the music changes by your character, not not the stage. So you really get like a run, like feel down based on that character, and the music sort of emphasizes that, and it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Because the whole time you're like, if it's a perfect run, it's 30 minutes,
Right.
and you're just jamming out to, it's a simple little loop, but it's like they're all very distinct and pretty good. Like I don't think it's bad music. It's just you hear it a lot, so people probably you might get tired of it after 272 hours. I could see myself like turning it off at some point and like watching movies or whatever while I play. But all the reviews I read, a lot of the positive reviews are like, this is like a really good chill, like, you can just do one run at a time. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Okay, I burnt 2 12-hour fucking days playing this goddamn game. Like, god damn, I can't stop playing it. I brought my Steam Deck to work to play during lunch. All right.
I'm glad you like it. Yeah, it's number go up game, and my roommate there now. It's a huge craze, so there's a ton of these on Steam, and so my roommate, every time I go into his room, pretty much, he's playing like a new one that he found. And he's like, yeah, this one's not as good, or this one's just not as good, and blah, blah, blah. He's like, oh, I like things about this one. But, yeah, it's really funny to see how many people
I don't need for more of these good ones to come out, because I had a moment last night where I was staying up till like 3 a.m. I was like, I feel a little sick. Like,
how much time you wasted?
I can't stop, and I don't want to stop, and I don't want to think about my job or anyone in my family. I don't want to do anything except stare at these gems falling down when I level up.
Number go up.
Yeah. It's crazy. Also, garlic OP.
Garlic super OP. You know what's better than garlic? Santa water.
When you evolve it, it is.
Yeah, that will do the most damage. It's the best.
Yep.
Yeah.
My favorite build's the Holy Bible.
Yeah, King Bible, garlic, Santa water is usually what I go for. Those three. And then
That's
whatever
the
else.
ultimate standstill.
It's the ultimate standstill. Hey, I mean, I get to edit while I have all three of those on, and then I just look over at my screen. I'm like, cool, I'm not dead.
Oh, yeah.
Keep
I know.
listening.
Somebody asked me, they were like, are you describing an idle game? And I was like, well, kind of. I mean, if you get to a certain point. Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, if for people that don't know, you do know if you're listening, I'm sure, but you just control a like if you're playing a controller, you just move one joystick. That is the amount of control you have in the game.
Yeah,
it's wild.
Yeah,
everything else happens for you, and but it's shocking, at least early on, how much attention you have to pay. And man, I got hard stuck on the third stage, the milk one.
Oh yeah, okay.
I got stuck on that for a couple hours, and then I finally beat it, and it was amazing. Yeah, I think.
You think you're in love?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when I played that, I didn't touch Marvel Sun again. Midnight Sun. And I'm obsessed with that game. It's so weird because I'm addicted to the 3 games right now, and I haven't played one of them for like 3 weeks, which is Lord of the Rings Online.
Oh no!
I so want to play it. Every time I think about it, I'm like, oh, I want to play that. But then Midnight Suns, I'm like, oh, I want to play that. And then now Vampire Survivors are like, fuck, I want to play that. So it's a really weird, good time to be playing video games for me in December here in 2022.
Yeah. There's a lot of good stuff. There's a lot of good stuff coming out next year. I'm actually really fucking pumped.
I'm a little worried about it.
Really?
Starfield, I'm going to need a week off of work to play, and it's coming out, I think, in a time where I'm not going to be able to do that.
Oh, no. Are you going to be
and I'll probably be on call and just miserable.
feeling spent. And then I'll be like, hey, Portz, I did this thing. And then you'll be like, shut the fuck up.
I'm like, if you DM me again, I'm blocking you. Yeah, that's going to be a true test of adulthood for me, I think.
That's fair enough. It's great that you just got into Vampire Survivors because the first DLC for the game, I think, drops on the 15th, which is like
okay. I was going to say, I thought I heard something about DLC for this game.
Yes.
Probably maybe at the Game Awards, but
probably.
And it's on phones now, which is wild. I'd be interested to see that. Although I have a Steam Deck now, like why would I play a fucking phone game?
Yeah.
I understand why it's #1 played on Steam Deck now. Holy shit!
Yeah.
It's just gorgeous on there. It's just great. It just runs flawlessly. Obviously, it doesn't take much, but it's like, I don't know. It's great. I love it. It's a good game. You guys should play it.
Yeah, if you guys haven't checked it out, yeah. I think I put a stupid review of it, and I said, yeah, it's pretty good. But I put that when I had, like, I was one of the few people that had, like, full achievements at that time. And I was like, yeah, it's pretty good. And now there's, like, even more achievements, so it's like, fuck!
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like what it launched with is nothing compared to what it has now.
No.
So once again, waiting to play a game has worked out flawlessly for me.
Yeah, it kind of did for you. That's funny. All right, so you did Vampire Survivors.
Vampire Survivors. I also played Midnight Suns a little bit before I knew that I wanted to play Vampire Survivors so much. And I ran into that glitch that I sent you.
Yeah,
where,
that's pretty funny. Whose
Dr.
body
Strange
was that?
has no clothing.
Oh, that's
and
Doctor
no head.
Strange? Oh, no.
It is Doctor Strange, yeah.
Benedict Cumberbatch is missing some pieces.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. Yeah, nothing new to say about that. It's just, it's
great.
It's also another, like, all the weird pieces that fit together for the progression of that, and just the stuff you can do, like the social aspects are so weird. It feels like a BioWare light RPG kind of, where you're like chilling in camp with your friends and giving them weird gifts that assign a monetary value to your friendship.
Be like, you increase 5 friendship points. It's like, yes, fuck yeah.
Yeah. It's so weird to see like friendship commodified like that. It's like, it works because it's a video game, but also it's like, person who wrote this probably doesn't know anything about being a friend. Yeah, it's a good time. I also played a little bit of I don't remember if I talked about DMZ in Modern Warfare 2 last week.
I don't remember.
But it's like the Tarkov light mode.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I've heard a little bit about this, but I don't think you talked about it.
It's wonderful.
Okay.
It turns out the mechanics of Call of Duty are great. It's a great fucking foundation for a shooter. First of all, by the way, I think this year's Call of Duty is one of the best in like 10 years.
It's the #1 selling Steam game right now.
It's just so fucking good. Like, everything outside of the game, like the menus and just the progression, is fucking, they just botched the shit out of, which is real weird because it seems like the easiest thing to get right. Like, I don't know if I told you that you can't prestige.
Oh, yeah. We talked about this.
You can, but they only call it that. It's like levels 1 through 55 are prestige nothing, and then 55 to 100 or whatever is prestige 1.
Yeah.
But you don't start over. Nothing. Your emblem changes. It's so weird.
It's just like Overwatch like ranks and the profile pictures and stuff like that. It's like, okay, whoop-de-doo.
Yeah. It's like, maybe me start over. That's the part I kind of like about prestiging, because it's like it adds some prestige to the thing I did, you know?
Yeah. Some value.
Like, otherwise, what are we doing here? It's just the level at that point.
Just jerking off.
But anyway, the DMZ mode is you. I think it's the same map as the Warzone map, and instead of a battle royale, you have little like different spawn points that you just spawn into. You don't have to jump out of a plane or anything.
Yeah.
You spawn in with a squad of 1 to 3. 1, by the way, sucks. Playing this game by yourself sucks. But 2 or 3 is pretty fun, and I think the map has like 20 people on it or something, and then shitloads of AI enemies that guard specific areas, or they're just scattered about doing their own shit, like guarding something, or and then you have little objectives to complete, and they give you quests to like, oh, break into this thing and fucking steal this truck and ship it over here. There's a helicopter waiting for you, so then it ships it out. So while all that's happening, you can run into AI, which can overwhelm you pretty quickly if you're not careful, or like real people that can really overwhelm you because it's real people shooting at you. And it's really fun. And then you have to get to extraction zones, and if you don't, you can lose all your shit.
Oh, okay.
So high risk, high reward stuff.
Yeah, so it is like Turkey.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
And I thought it was really fun. Also, I don't care that much about it, and that really added to the enjoyment because in Tarkov, I was like, oh, you never get another gun. I'll never risk a gun. And this, I'm like, I don't give a fuck, dude. I know Call of Duty so well. I can run around with my bare hands and beat up the AI. It's fine. Like, it's just so much easier than Tarkov.
Yeah.
Which is lovely.
Also less sexist, but it's fine. Actually, no, it's Activision.
I was going to say, yeah, less symbolic sexism and more real sexism.
Well, he's not there anymore, but the original Tarkov guy was kind of like an openly like incel sexist piece of shit. And everybody's like, why won't you play Turkey? And I'm like, because that guy is still there. And then like by the time he was gone, I was like, yeah, I have no interest in this game. Sorry.
It's a pretty niche game that blew up. And then everyone tried to jam themselves into the game, and then they're like, I don't know, this game's... It fell out of popularity well after it should have, I think.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's for hardcore weird enthusiasts. I don't think it's for regular people.
People who like to bang their head and then beg for more.
Bang their head and bang zero chicks, am I right?
Yes, exactly.
Got 'em. Anyway,
what else?
That's my sexist comment out of the way.
Good. I'm glad we could check that off the list today.
Yeah, so I'm done. That's it for this week.
Oh, is it really? Okay. Wow, you were pretty.
Vampire Survivors took my entire weekend. When else was I gonna play games?
Okay, fair enough. I'm sorry. How dare I question this?
I know I have 200 and whatever hours, but I put 23 in over a one weekend.
That's pretty good.
Unreal.
Unfucking real. Okay.
Yeah. Plus, I watched Mission Impossible too, so that took up some time.
Oh, was it good?
No. Yeah.
All right.
No, it's bad. It's notoriously the worst Mission Impossible.
Why did you watch it?
Because we're going through them.
Oh my god, you're an idiot.
They're good. Most of them. All of them, I think, except that one.
It's like the first season of The Office. You just skip it. You just go into it.
I like the first. What the fuck? The purse sale? Are you serious? The whole alliance with Dwight happens there. Like Pam hides in a box. It's great.
That one's pretty good. You're right. Okay. There's some episodes, but most of it is just like Michael has a really bad haircut and.
No, fuck off. It's great.
You think his haircut is good?
No, it's Michael Scott. Who gives a shit what his hair looks like? Oh my god. Get the fuck out of here. If you can't make it through those 6 episodes, you're not a real fan.
Fair enough. It's only 6 episodes. Okay.
It's awkward, but that's what they built their foundation on.
That's true.
It's awkward.
That's true. That's true. All right. So I want to go straight into our drunken madness that we had last weekend.
Yeah. Game Awards.
Yes. So for those that missed it, Portz and I got shit-faced on stream. I got extra shit-faced. I bought a box of wine for Jeff Keighley in his honor. So that was way more than just a bottle of wine that I had. We watched that together. It was great. Jeff Keighley. We had bingo. I only won 1 bingo. Everybody else won like 2 or 3. Fuck everyone else. But there was some drama at the Game Awards. At the very end, specifically. There was a young man.
Blown way out of proportion.
It was definitely blown way out of proportion.
He's in jail now.
I don't think he's in jail because he's only 15. And
no, I know, I'm kidding, but the tweet immediately after was Jeff being like, "We put him in prison. We locked him in shackles." He was so mad.
Yeah,
Which is exactly the response that kid wants.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, he's like a YouTuber, and admitted on Friday he's like just like a little shitty kid, and he has also a history of doing this. Like he crashed a bunch of events around the 2019.
How does he keep getting invited?
I don't fucking know. Who knows?
How does he get tickets?
Probably because he has like so many YouTube subscribers, and they're just like, yeah, okay, sure. This could be good publicity and stuff.
Well, this is Jeff's fault then for not personally attending to who is there and who's not.
Exactly. But yeah, this little kid got up. He sounded slightly intoxicated or something, or I don't know. But he definitely sounded off and talking about how he wanted to nominate the award for his reformed Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton and stealing the spotlight from the Elden Ring team. And there's like...
People were saying that was anti-Semitic. What is it?
I have no...
It just seems like a shitty, weird thing to say. I don't even think it makes sense.
It does not make any fucking sense.
It feels like he didn't think he was really going to get up there and just said the first fucking thing that came to his mind.
That's why I said I think he was slightly intoxicated and just spewing out random shit. And he's just like, who was the president when I was a little kid? Bill Clinton. And that's how it went.
Wait, is that even true? 15 years ago?
No, maybe not. Who the fuck?
What did my parents used to scream about while I was in the womb?
Bill Clinton?
Not even in the womb.
George Bush?
Wow.
George Bush.
15 is crazy young, dude.
George Bush. Yeah, that would be the thing. And so it's just fucking weird. And but the memes that came out of this was like my favorite thing of all time. So like there's a bunch of Among Us memes. There's like a picture of Miyazaki looking very hostile towards the child, and people were like, "Oh, he's gonna try this game award against this kid's fucking head," and all this other shit. And they made him like red and says like enemy player around, and like just a bunch of fucking stupid memes with Elden Ring and everything. Also, there was a bunch of Elden Ring memes with Animal, which also made me happy and gave me life. So, the thing I'm going to ask you, because there was a whole lot of stuff that came out of the Game Awards, what were some of the things that you took away from the Game Awards that you're excited for that are coming up?
That are coming up?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
You don't fucking know?
No, I mean... Was there anything?
Hades 2?
I mean, Hades 2, yeah, but...
Armor Core?
I'm not... No, come on, fuck
okay,
off. People who are pretending to like that game, I get it, but come on. You don't even know what the hell that game is.
My roommate was literally talking about it. He's like, "Oh my god, we're gonna be able to, hopefully they could keep the weight adjustment."
4 fucking people played it, and they were all GameStop managers in fucking 2001. That's my perception of FromSoft before fucking Dark Souls.
Okay, fair.
Man, I don't remember what else was announced, to be honest. Usually I make a list, but it didn't seem like there was that many good things.
I wrote down a bunch of stuff because I was, drunk and writing down stuff.
Yeah. I mean, let me know. Yeah, sure. I'd love to.
Obviously, Atomic Heart had a lot of
press.
Yeah,
but that was known.
Yeah, that's known. There was that Scars Above game that you started screaming and thinking that it was Returnal, and so you covered your eyes. That still looks really good.
Yeah, it does. I mean, if they're copying all the assets from Returnal, it does look really good. I'll play that.
Right. There was Replaced, which
but also Returnal is coming to PC. I'm excited about that.
Yes.
I'm going to buy it again.
Returnal is coming to PC. I'm excited for that too. Replaced is that what they're calling the 2D and a half sci-fi retro pixelated game that I'm excited for.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. What about Judas? Judas is the one by the BioShock team.
Yeah, Judas. Yeah, the Ken Levine thing. Hell yeah.
Yes. Judas looks really good. Banishers also looks interesting. It is the story-driven RPG that looks kind of creepy in the, like, kind of almost a post-apocalyptic. Lords of the Fallen, which I think you probably will be more into than me. As
No,
it's a
no, 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 no.
well, it is.
No, no.
You maybe not because it is a Souls like dark
It's
fantasy
a Souls like.
game.
I've tried the first Lords of Fallen. It's fucking trash, to be honest.
Yeah, because this is the remake that's being done, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. When did the original Lords of the Fallen come out?
I'm gonna guess 5 years after Dark Souls.
Okay.
Whenever that was.
Okay. I think that was back in okay, I'm looking it up. It looks like it was back in 2014. So it's only been 8 years and they're remaking it already?
Yeah, that reeks of we just want to make money off this thing again.
Money. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it being there in the presence of other things is actually kind of an insult, to be honest. I don't know. I is there anyone who stands that game? I don't think I've ever met anyone who's like, yeah, Lords of the Fallen, fuck yeah.
It has a bunch of mixed reviews on Steam, so I'm not entirely surprised that it's not getting the best reviews. Did we also saw Meet Your Maker, which was another world premiere at the Game Awards, which is the survival raider post-apocalyptic shooter game, and it looks pretty interesting too. And that's being done by Behavior Interactive, and it's their first and I think it's their only game currently right now, and that's set to come out in April.
I don't think I will play this. I don't know. I mean, if it comes out and people are raging over it, maybe, but it looks a little like it has an identity crisis to me.
Is it a shooter? Is it a bullet spot? What is it?
It's like, who are we copying art from? Is it Mad Max or is it Dune? We can't. It just a desert is what we wanted, and we
Right.
did that. A little Kenshi hat on the guy. I don't know. It looks fine.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. There was also the what else was there? There was the Hellboy game, which you had no interest in. As well as the Bayonetta game, which neither of us had no interest in because it made Bayonetta chibi and the art style was very weird.
It's so weird. It doesn't look like those people wanted to make a Bayonetta game.
No, I don't think they did. The one game that I think I'm the most excited for was, besides Replace, was called Post Trauma. And that's the Silent Hill looking fucking game. And it looks creepy as fuck. It's weird, rust building on the walls, just all these nods to Silent Hill. There's been a lot of nods to Silent Hill recently in a lot of the indie games that I play. But yeah, it looks good. What did you think of the Street Fighter game? We talked about
Well, I knew what it was already. I knew what it looked like and how it was being presented and the changes they made. What did you think about it?
I don't know. So you're not going to be able to play any of the classic characters. Is that what I'm understanding? Is that correct?
No, that's not correct.
No? So
They just all look like they're fucking 90s skater boys now.
I don't know how I feel about that. It looks like JoJo's.
What? Also with giant asses and big hips.
Oh
if they're
yeah,
ladies.
I did notice that. Everyone had thick thighs, saves lives, and super big butts.
The Dead or Alive boob physics have made it to the thighs of Street Fighter.
I think I saw a preview for Chun-Li's butt and legs jiggling every hit.
Yeah. That made it much more viral than what the game actually is.
It's
which is a weird 90s rap commercial. It's so weird the vibe they went for.
It feels like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure made its way into Street Fighter somehow, and they had.
It's like how they would portray the Saints playing a fighting game would look like.
Oh yeah, Saints Row and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. There was also that crime boss game, which also kind of felt Saint Rosy as well. If
it really does. And as soon as I found out who's in it, I got a lot less excited because Chuck Norris
is
in it,
right.
And fucking who was the guy they had on stage? No one I've ever fucking heard of, but I don't know. It's We'll see, I guess. Just tuck that under what we'll fucking see, won't we?
Just put it under like these people need money and were willing to put themselves into a video game. Which is kind of weird. Yeah. I don't know.
I have like a vague hope that Star Wars Jedi Survivor is better than Fallen Order, but I don't I don't know. People like that game. Is the thing.
A lot of people
there's something wrong with me. I just don't. I fucking hate that character
so
much.
Boring. It looks so fucking boring.
I just pick someone better for the fucking protagonist, please.
Why
I want to play as a badass fucking Jedi, not mopey fucking
Moperson?
Ginger, you know?
Mopey Ginger, bring me your name.
Yeah. I'm so tired of these protagonists who are unsure of themselves, dude. I'm sick of it. I'm playing a game. I'm sure of what I want to do. I don't want to hear somebody go, I don't know about, if I'm really the chosen one, fuck yourself. All right?
It's the Anakin complex. Like, they're just like, it's sand. I hate sand. It's coarse and it's gets everywhere and it's in your nose. And
yeah, except there's no payoff for that. The George Lucas payoff for Anakin was, like, this is the backstory to what? One of the baddest villains ever? How the fuck did that transition? And then, it didn't really fit together, but he tried. This character has no arc. They just stay Anakin.
Oh, no. Fuck. Frozen Anakin. Oh, my God. He's frozen in carbonite. Oh, my God. Anyway, so
it's like if did you play Knights of the Old Republic, or do I just talk about it a lot? I can't remember.
I did play it a long time ago, but it's been a very long time.
So this reference is gonna be lost on you, but maybe someone listening will get it.
Yeah, you
it's
guys
like
go ahead.
When you were playing Star Wars: The Old Republic, and your character was Cartho Nassi instead of your own character.
Oh my fucking God, you goddamn nerd!
It's terrible.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Anyway.
No, someone's listening and they go, "Oh my God, that totally makes sense."
They're gonna jerk off to it.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know.
That's
weird. Anyway, so
you made it weird.
True. I Michael Scotted that shit. So
yeah, you Michael Scotted that haircut. Or wait, you haircut of Michael Scotted that.
His haircut doesn't make him cringe. His fucking actions do. God.
Yeah, it's the best part of The Office. Do you like The Office? Are you just admitting you don't like The Office?
Maybe it's getting to me. Oh no, what's happening?
I mean, you are on another watch through of it. I get it. It could be. Wait till you get to Scott's Tots.
We just watched Scott's Tots.
How'd that go?
Not as bad as I remember.
Oh, okay.
It was weird. I looked at my roommate and I'm like, hey. This is rated the hardest to watch episode. And he's like, okay. Because, like, he has complained multiple...
Well, that's like a challenge. Don't...
Yeah, I know. But he's also complained multiple times about Michael Scott and asking if Michael Scott gets any better. And I said, no. So I just wanted to prepare
He absolutely
him.
Does, okay? The stuff he does with Holly is adorable.
Oh, yeah. As soon as Holly comes back. But that's not until, like, the very end of season 6.
It is very long, yeah.
It's only 3 episodes. It makes me depressed. We're almost there. So...
oh, God. I love The Office so much. I love the scene where he's closing a sale because Jim couldn't do it.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, oh, so you need my help? Is that what you're saying, Grasshopper? And he's like, all right. Let me show you it's done. He said, boom, blah, blah, blah. Thank you very much, sir. Oh, I'm sorry. Yep. My mistake. Thank you. Yep. I'm sorry. Thank you. Bye. That was a woman. Probably a smoker. But he nails the sale.
Yeah.
Still does that. Oh, it's so good.
Oh, stupid fucking Michael Scott. Anyway, so there was that whole fiasco with Activision and Xbox, and there has been protest. Well, not really protest, but like Sony has been fighting them in the UK, which is an interesting front.
Wait, are we not going to talk about the games that won awards?
Okay, we could talk about the game.
Why didn't we do that?
Fine.
That's way more important.
Fine.
Fuck what Jeff Keighley thinks.
Fine.
Don't be a Jeff Keighley shill. Upcoming games. Who gives a shit?
All right, fine.
We're here to celebrate the games that are already here.
So,
like Ludwig.
Yeah, Ludwig won Content Creator of the Year. What was the one that was most anticipated? Oh, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, which I don't think I'm going to play, but okay.
What is that?
It's
other than a Zelda game. Is it
just
Is it the next Zelda, or is it Breath of the Wild?
It's Breath of the
what
Wild
is it?
2, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought it was literally called Breath of the Wild 2. So when I saw it, I was like, "Wait, what?"
No, it's Tears of the Kingdom. It's really funny because they announced that, and it was shortly. They didn't announce. They announced the name everywhere else except for the UK because they announced the game title the day that the Queen died.
Oh Jesus! Holy shit!
Yeah,
that's crazy.
yeah. So it was a little bit of a thing. God of War ended up taking not only one, but not two, not even three, but I think they took home 6 awards: Best Narrative, Best Score and Music, Best Audio Design, Best Performance, Best Action Adventure, Best Innovation in Accessibility, but they did not take home Game of the Year.
Yeah.
Yeah. That didn't surprise me.
No, me neither. Because there was so much negative, like, shit spinning about God of War.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Like how the NPCs won't shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we talk about innovation and accessibility real quick?
Yes. Let's.
I don't want to upset anybody, but what is that award? What does that mean? Because why did God of War win it? And what is in the game that is accessible? I made a joke about the font settings, but what are we trying? What is that award? They don't explain what the award is, and they also don't go into detail about how the game won it. It seems pretty important if we're going to highlight something this is a do-gooder category, right?
Mm-hmm.
What did it do good?
I don't know. I felt like this was kind of so I've heard that it makes it easier with the controls. There's more assisted like targeting and stuff like that. That's all I heard. I don't know. As Dusk Falls, the only other one that I know that has a lot of accessibility is obviously Return to Monkey Island, because they have a lot of translations. They also it's a fucking point and click game, so it's easy to like do for like multiple things, even like other things. I think this award is put in for what's his face?
Is this like if you have brain damage, the game's easy to play?
No.
Oh. But this is why it would be good to say that, because it's not. Look, best ongoing game makes sense. Didn't come out this year. It's ongoing.
Yeah.
Got it. Best innovation in accessibility.
Right.
What does that mean? What does it mean?
I think it means.
And why did God of War win?
I don't know why God of War win. I honestly don't know. This award I think was
Isn't that a problem?
a little bit, because like I don't even know why The Last of Us Part 1 was nominated. Same with The Quarry. Like, I can understand why.
Yeah, The Quarry, I had no idea. I haven't played it, but I just want to know. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, what did they do?
But the thing is, like, it's like recognizing.
That way I can judge whether I think the award went to the right person or not.
Right. And, like, the only thing that they have on the website for it is recognizing software and hardware that pushes the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content that helps games be able to play by
NPCs yelling at you to complete puzzles. Is that what they
that's
innovated?
what it is. Who the fuck knows? It is definitely a weird one.
Yeah,
but
I'm just saying we can do better, Jeff Keighley. That's all I'm saying.
I think this one was brought up by Steven Spoon. He does the Able Gamers charity, where they donate they help a bunch of like disabled gamers be able to play games and stuff like that.
Right. Okay.
But I honestly don't know what the requirements are to be nominated for that game. And it kind of surprised me that God of War won. Maybe there's a bunch of shit in there that we don't know about. I'm
sure there is, but
they don't
if we're
tell
gonna
you.
celebrate the games,
They don't.
Let's just say a couple of the innovative features they have.
Right.
That'd be nice. Maybe not for all the nominees, but at least the winner.
Yeah, I think they should for at least the winner for blah 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 and blah
Two
blah blah.
sentences. It does this. Boom. Done.
Well, like you saw how fast they were like powering through some of the awards at the very beginning, just like naming it off and just like
It's gross.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Well, it was even weirder later because it's like, wait, are we rushing through now because of Christopher Judge, or
yeah,
or was this always planned? Because I can't imagine you can just improv the rest of the show, right? You can't just go, okay, we're cutting this and this and this. I'm gonna go out there and do it because that fucks up everybody, right?
Right.
But I don't know. Who knows? What do you do? They probably don't know. They're like, we didn't think someone would go over their fucking time.
Oh my god.
But to be fair, they played the wrong kind of fucking get off the stage music. All right,
Yeah.
They started swelling with this emotional story instead of
Yeah,
This is
that
what they
was
should've
fucking
done.
weird. That was very fucking weird. Best action game went to Bayonetta, which okay, fair.
Really?
Yeah.
Did anyone play that? I don't buy that. I think that's a purchased award, to be honest. I haven't heard anyone talk about that game except the developers and the person who voiced Bayonetta.
Right.
And the person who didn't voice Bayonetta.
Best indie and best indie debut, which kind of made me mad.
Robbed.
Yeah, I think it went to Stray, to both of them.
Won too many awards.
Well, okay, to be fair, I really did enjoy Stray. I thought it should have gotten indie, but I think debut should have gone to fucking Vampire Survivors, okay?
Isn't it the same when Stray is a debut?
Yeah, it is, but so was Vampire Survivor. I don't understand what debut and
How do you give
fucking
one to
indie-
the other, though?
I
If they're
don't
both
know.
independent games.
I don't know.
Okay.
It's a fucking. I don't know why there needs to be more indie stuff, but to have one be indie debut and then best indie, it's fucking. What does it mean? All these games came out this year, so it's a debut.
I mean,
regardless.
how many indie sequels are we looking at? I guess Hades is that
But
still
that's not
technically
nominated.
considered
That's
indie?
not until next year. Yes, technically Hades will be indie again.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying could go for independent game of the year, but not debut indie
I guess
of the year.
that's true.
You know?
That's a good point because it is straight Blue 12 Studios' first game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fine. I'll give it to.
Look, I love bitching about this as much as you do, but we gotta
Yeah, fair.
follow a cohesive framework here,
Fair enough.
which we're assuming that the Game Awards have also thought about.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Things I didn't give a shit about was like best family, best like fighting, best sim strategy game. This kind of made me mad. It went to the Mario Rabbids Spark of Hope game.
People say it's exactly like XCOM, so it makes total sense. Everyone's problem, although Midnight Suns didn't release soon enough to be considered, but which is probably their own fault.
Yeah.
You probably know well in advance what the cutoff date's gonna be.
right.
But people in every review of Midnight Suns is like, this is not XCOM. It's not XCOM. And then they cite Mario plus Rabbids is like mentioned in every review of Midnight Suns.
Okay.
It's crazy. 'Cause they're like, it's not XCOM. If you want XCOM, go play this game. And this game is this.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah.
So it must have reached some people. I just don't understand how that's possible.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I just need House Simulator to show up at some point, and then I'll be happy. But I know it's all turn-based or strategy. It's best sim/strategy. I think needs to be broken up into two categories.
I was gonna say simulator. There's definitely enough simulator games that would make its own category.
Yeah.
We could get rid of mobile game.
But
Who cares?
But then Genshin Impact.
It's always
and-
going to be the one you've heard about the most during the year. Okay.
How about we get rid of-
100% always going to be that.
Well, they already smashed best sport/racing into one category, so it's just a matter of time before it disappears.
They don't even say sports or racing. They just go best sports racing game. Here it is.
Good job! Yay!
Lack of care
Okay,
in this
what if we got
award
rid of-
ceremony is
So
disgusting.
there's best esport athlete, which fair. Best esports team, which fair. But esports coach,
Mhm.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's not Ninja. Okay.
Agreed.
Look,
Agreed.
it's not your friend.
We don't know who these people are. Okay.
I mean, I knew who Loud was, or no, I'm sorry. Yeah, I knew who Ye was from Cloud9, but that was about it.
Yeah, but I'm saying coaches.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
behind the scenes. That's a behind the scenes role.
It's so weird that you would nominate a coach. I can understand
They're trying to be real sports, right? Because real sports coaches get nominated.
Do they really?
for things. I think so. There's like best
I'm gonna
coaches,
Google.
I think, probably.
Okay. But at least it's not Bill Clinton.
But they always show them on TV, right? They're like, here's the coach on the sidelines with the headset.
That's true. One of my favorite coaches is Pete Carroll from the Seattle Seahawks because he's always chewing gum and he always looks angry.
Okay, I've misled you into thinking that I give a fucking shit about sports.
I know. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm sorry.
Yeah, best audio design. Callisto Protocol actually could have fit there really well if they came out.
Yeah, but then they
2
gave
weeks
it
earlier.
to fucking what's it called?
God of War,
No.
which is fine, I
Sure.
guess. I don't know.
Sure.
I've only played like 2 hours of that game. I have no idea. It seems like it's exactly the same as it was last year, or not last year, 2018,
Right.
whatever.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say there's anything that surprising.
No, I don't think anything really surprised me, but as soon as they started announcing God of War winning a bunch of stuff, I'm like, they don't win Game of the Year. As soon as they won Best Narrative, and I'm like, they will not win Game of the Year. Just because.
It's a little weird that the voting numbers aren't released or anything, because do they just pick the one? If they're like, oh, God of War kind of won too much, we'll give this.
We'll give this one.
How
to
much of that
Elden
kind of shit?
Ring. We'll give
happens?
this
You
one
have
to
no
Miyazaki.
idea. And it's like, oh, we wouldn't do that. Okay, never gonna believe you because you don't expose the numbers.
Release the fucking numbers.
Release the numbers.
Show us the numbers, Jeff.
Show us your homework.
Yeah, where's the homework, Jeff? God damn it. Okay. But yeah, he did say that there was record voting this year compared to any other year.
I bet there's gonna be records forever.
Oh yeah, probably for sure.
Oh, they show those numbers.
Let's fight Jeff Keighley. Just like the FTC is trying to fight Microsoft. Huh?
Yeah.
We ready?
I'm in.
We ready?
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it. By the way, you gonna? Do you have Game Pass?
I do not have Game Pass currently. Why?
Okay. Well, do you dare me to download High on Life?
I dare you to download High on Life and tell me how shit it is.
I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, don't do it. It does not look good. I'm sorry. It's just
it just looks annoying. It looks
so cringy. And somebody was asking me last night if I was gonna play it, and I'm like, you know what? I'll be honest. They're like, oh, but it's the new Rick and Morty game. I'm like, wrong. It's Justin Roiland. There's no Dan Harmon, and Dan Harmon is literally the heart of a lot of shit.
Yeah, if you've seen Solar fucking Opposites, then you know Dan Harmon is the fucking
he is
the completion of that recipe. You can't have just Justin Roiland.
He is
This says it's from the mind of Justin Roiland. Justin Roiland doesn't have a mind, okay?
Yeah.
Dan Harmon has the mind, and Roiland has the voices.
Right.
That's how it goes.
Justin is like a good piece of steak, but without salt. Dan.
I don't know, aliens?
They do something. They're awkward.
They have weird. Smoking.
You can shoot a
drugs.
kid?
They're smoking drugs. People drugs.
So many weeds.
Human drugs
Weeds.
in space with aliens.
Shoot a child.
Is my idea.
Shoot a child.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it looks cringe, and that's what I said about it. But let's jump into the Xbox, Sony
lawsuits. Legalese. Let's do it. I can't wait. Yeah.
So, when we first, I'm going to be honest, and I'm just going to come out about this. So when I first heard the announcement between the Activision and the Xbox merger, I was actually excited. I was genuinely excited because, one, I thought Xbox was possibly going to be able to save Activision. I thought Phil Spencer would clean house, get rid of Bobby, and get rid of the fucking scum that is destroying the company from within. But that hasn't happened, and that won't happen even after if the thing happens, if the merge actually completes somehow after all this debacle, because they said that, oh, we're going to keep on Bobby Kotick for a year as CEO of Activision, and then eventually he will probably step down into a lesser role. He will still be on at Activision. And so I was very disappointed finding out more and more as that progressed. But I just kind of left it as it is, because like it was what we thought was a done deal.
Yeah.
So recently, in the past few weeks, the UK has been questioning this because it has to go through every fucking country because they have interactions with every fucking country. And a lot of people are getting mad because they're like, well, the FTC was fine with it until the UK started getting involved, because the UK has a huge Sony presence. And the Sony and PlayStation presence in the UK is enormous, which is why Sony is in lawsuits with the public of the UK because of the pricing and the controlled market that it has there. And because of this, it started to question in Activision's control over Call of Duty specifically. Call of Duty is a huge moneymaker. Call of Duty just passed Elden Ring in top-selling games for this year. Like, Elden Ring was top dog.
Government people in the UK that are like, oh my God.
Right.
If we let this happen, we're not going to be able to play Call of Duty over here anymore.
Exactly. And so it would be interesting to see what happens. And like, so they've been fighting it tooth and nail over there. Phil Spencer has been working due diligently with like every fucking company. He said, he's like, you know what, Nintendo, you'll get it for 10 years. You know what, Sony, you'll get it for 10 years. And even Steam.
Being Oprah with those fucking COD contracts.
Yeah. even Steam. And Gabe Newell was like, yeah, of course. You know, we'll continue to work with Phil Spencer. Phil Spencer didn't have to say something like that. We figured that it would just happen. And like Gabe kind of like flexing right there, but like
yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
I don't give a shit.
He does not give a fuck. But like Sony hasn't said anything to the
like, bro, I'm on an island, all right? Fucking hush down over there about the video games.
Yeah, Sony hasn't said anything about the 10-year contract. Nintendo was like, cool, sure, yeah, you could try to bring Call of Duty to the Switch. We don't give a fuck. Like, figure it out. And Sony's just been like a stick in the mud, saying that basically 10 years is not enough and continue to fight it in the UK. Well, because of this whole fiasco, there was rumors that the FTC started looking back into this again. And now it is happening that last Thursday on the 8th, when our podcast came out, the FTC started to file a lawsuit against Activision and Microsoft to prevent Microsoft from purchasing Activision. And of course, Activision's stock took a huge hit. So the lawsuit will happen. The FTC voted 3-1 to issue a complaint. And that's not a good sign. And so the lawsuit will happen. And Microsoft hasn't said too much during this time. They've been trying to like play this weird balancing act, saying, oh, you know, Call of Duty isn't that great, but we do want to make it an exclusive as it will be ours. And they've been kind of like nagging Activision. It's been a very weird experience how they flip-flop back and forth throughout the few weeks, saying it's like, oh, well, it's not that powerful, blah, 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 blah. Xbox isn't that great. And Phil Spencer even said, he's like, oh, PlayStation just wants to grow by making Xbox smaller. This isn't going to, hurt us and stuff like that. And but if you look at other big companies and other big companies that own other, like, Ubisoft owns a fucking ton of small indie studios and a ton of other studios under their belt, right?
Yeah.
And even Sony does too. Sony has a good amount, but not as big as Xbox right now. I will say Xbox is getting more and more people over the past few years.
Oh, I mean, they've just been acquiring for like 5 years.
For the last 5 years, yes. So before that, they were probably neck and neck. But over the past couple of years, they've definitely pulled ahead with having all these different studios under their belt. And so it's interesting to see Sony react this way. And I get why Sony's reacting this way, because obviously they want the number one selling game to at least be on their system. But they have 10 years. And, like, if they don't do anything with 10 years and just squander it and just, like, be big dumb babies, that's on them. But also at the same time, I'm kind of okay with this merger not happening anymore. And I want to see Activision just burn. I just want to see it fall into the ground, because nothing's going to happen with nothing will happen with Microsoft. Like, it is the biggest inquisition with the $69 billion dollars. And nothing, it's just going to be like a little bit of egg on their face. Phil will wipe it off and then go buy something else. Something smaller.
You know, the FTC's annual budget for the entire arm of the government, $311 million.
Yes, it's a small fraction.
That's not even like one Call of Duty game. Like, what the fuck do they know about this shit? All right.
Right. I think this is a bit of a power move. I don't think this makes Xbox a monopoly. Personally, I don't think it does. Even though they have a lot of other people under their belt, I don't think this makes
because you know how you know it's not a monopoly. If Call of Duty, actually, let's go back to the Xbox One.
Okay.
The only shooter worth playing was Halo.
Right.
There was nothing to compare on the PlayStation.
No.
PS2 at the time.
No.
That existed just because Microsoft started it.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck about monopolies then, do they?
No. I mean, they ended up buying Bungie, but
Sony has to come up with another shooter. They never did until they got Destiny, I guess. And yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense that, because you're acquiring, it's a monopoly. I don't know.
Right.
It'll be fine. Either way, no matter what happens, we're all gonna be fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. We'll have something to play Call of Duty on, or we won't. And who gives a shit? I say that as someone who's enjoying Call of Duty a lot right now.
Yeah. Don't
give a fuck. It could go away next year. Forever. And I wouldn't give a fuck. Something else will come in its place. It's fine.
Yeah.
Video games work themselves out. All right? Video games and nature have that in common.
Yeah. I can agree. There's certain games that can't be replaced. But yeah, I definitely can.
Name one.
I'm going to go back to Peter Millennick.
Wrong.
What?
It's Vampire Survivor.
I was gonna say Black and White. I haven't found a game that has.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Okay, look, listen. I still think about it.
You and Pew. All right, you guys with that fucking game. Just
Pew?
Jesus Christ.
Pew Pew? Yeah.
Pew Pew. He loves it. Yeah.
Really?
He's obsessed with it. He sent me the no clip doc. He's like, "Have you seen this?" I was like, "You and Bunny need to shut the fuck up about this game." And he's like, "Oh, that's why I associate you with this game, because Bunny likes it. I heard it on the podcast."
Hey, Pew, call me. Let's talk about our memories.
He would love to talk to somebody about that game.
I would love to talk to Pew about it at some time. Yeah, no, that'd be great. There's.
Which, by the way, you saw that?
I sent it to you.
Oh, okay. Well, two people sent it to me, and I forgot one sent it to me. Forgive me.
Yeah, how dare you? How fucking dare you, you fucker?
I should watch it, just so I know what the hell you guys are talking about.
It's really good. I told you, it made me change my perspective on Millennick. However you fucking say it.
All right, kid, don't hurt yourself. Molyneux. Yeah, it's French.
Molyneux. I just want to...
For bastard man.
I just want to... Molyneux, I think I want to call him that because it reminds me of a snail, and he kind of reminds me of a snail coming out of his shell. I don't know why. I don't know why. Don't judge me, okay?
I promise not to.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I didn't eat very much.
For the duration of this sentence.
And I had...
Wow, he reminds you of a snail? For what reason?
I don't know. I want to just see him crawl out of his weird little fucking shell. Peter Molyneux.
I don't want to see him ever again, to be honest with you.
Why? He's not that bad. He's not that bad. He's not that bad.
He's just
eccentric.
He's got the same problem Todd Howard does, but he's way less good at it.
Oh yeah, 100%. Todd took inspiration from him, and
absolutely,
and,
yeah. I mean, honestly, it's better to be hated by all the gaming world than
that's true.
Loved by a couple of people. Yeah.
Just me. It's fine. But that's pretty much been it for the news this week. The biggest drama was the game show and the game show awards. So yeah, next week me and Portz talked about this. We should have fucking said it at the beginning of the podcast. Fuck.
Yeah.
But if you guys made it this far, thank you. I love you. Please share us with your friends, and I appreciate you. But me and Portz were talking about doing a live podcast on the 18th or the 19th, and we were going to talk about games that we're looking forward to next year. So if you want to come join us in chat, you can, and we can talk about that, and we'll go over some news and just have a good time and get probably drunk.
Yeah, little quick game of the year, not game of the year, end of year
review, I guess.
Like Q&A and just hang out with people and look toward the future.
Yeah, the future. What's your guys' video game goals next year? Tell me your video game goals.
107 games.
Yeah, I want to see you beat 107 game sports.
I would probably end up in a mental facility.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't like playing games I don't like. And all of the games that you played this year are games I don't like. And those are the types of games you'd have to play to compete in this thing. We went over this when I tried for 4 months to half-assedly match you.
Yeah. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. You know,
I want to play 60-hour sweeping epics, and that's not very conducive. Also, I just want to replay all my games. I just want to play Dragon Age and Mass Effect forever.
I should be not Mass Effect. I should be Dragon Age 3. I was thinking about it again, trying to get it to work. See if I could I could talk to my roommate and be like, please fix computer, help dump me.
Absolutely.
He'll probably do it.
It's worth it.
He's good like that. He's really good like that. Okay. But that's it. That's it for the news. 2 things. I know. Like crazy. No hiccups.
Damn. Still stretched it. Let's
fucking go. Okay.
Bye?
Yeah, goodbye. Let's just end it.
All right. Yeah, bye.
Okay, bye.